Knights Academy. Training's in session.
Do you have anything against me having a smuggling operation in your new house?
Only if we get caught. Or if you get caught, depending on how we set it up. Or how you set it up.
Well, I have the contacts and what's uh, what's Pink's character's name?
Saxon.
Saxon, right. Saxon said that he'll be playing the face for the operation.
Well, that makes sense considering he is. If anybody's a talker, it's him.
Yeah, so he agreed to become my puppet, basically.
He
So
agreed to
there's that.
become your puppet.
Yeah,
Is that the way you worded it when you mentioned
No.
it to him?
but those are basically the little letters, on the contract.
Right. Well, I guess I'm curious about some of the specifics, but we might want to get together because there was a plan that I had, an idea that I had pitched to Saxon and Bull some time ago that I don't know if it would end up getting in the way, kind of. I don't think it should, but it, basically the dwarf that showed up that we offered a job to, and that's why we're here. What I want to do is I want him to train people that we recruit in, and we can start ourselves like basically a guild for like security and whatnot.
I wanted him for the same thing, but to train people to become guards for the smuggling operation.
Basically, it would be the same thing, and the only thing that I would say is I want to have those people venture out and be hired on as like ship security for cargo ships, security for people that have expensive land that they don't want robbed, things of that nature. Because I think if it hasn't already started and we don't know about it, I think the time is coming where people are going to start having things stolen the way that they were before. Because Vol, you experienced it firsthand. What was our first job that we got basically from a private contractor when we got to Seaport? It was Nobleman Sharp because the Purple Flame Gang was stealing cargo off of ships. We stopped them. We didn't eliminate them. So how long are they going to sit back before they start doing it again?
Well, the only important thing right now is that we need a lot of money to escape from here.
This is true.
Because both of those things require a lot of gold, basically, to start, at least.
Yeah.
Afterwards, the whole things are just going to run themselves.
Alright, so you have a choice of going left, right, or up. Which would be what?
The way we came.
North,
Up.
south, or east?
East.
Which is the way you came?
I'm trying to remember the rest of the map layout.
We went like this. So basically,
Because if
like
we,
this.
because if the pathway turns left and then I think it turns left again. No, it
turns
couldn't.
right.
It couldn't. Otherwise, that would be there.
Twice right. It goes twice right.
Attacking those things or anything?
No, we
I would
didn't attack
bribe. Yeah, we didn't. We bribed him with his dagger and I think something else, and then we stole everything off the table when they went back to sleep.
Oh, okay.
Didn't I have the advanced dynamic lighting turned on for this? So
I
that
think
it shows you the layout where you've been before?
Where we've been before? No.
So
Just where we're at.
this is how the dungeon previously was. The path that we got, basically. Like a hammer.
Well, I guess let's go to this
We
door
are here.
that way.
I've heard one person say anything. Does anybody have any objections to that one?
I do not, but that works for me.
So where are we going?
Over here.
South.
Let's go north. South is the way we came from.
Didn't we come in from the east?
Yeah, but
Yes,
the
but
east
you
side
fell in
sends
far,
us
far to
to
the south.
the south side, basically.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, yeah. Then let's go north then.
Okay.
Come on, thief.
No, I didn't hear a beep. Alright, give me 1 second.
Oh.
I gotta figure out which. Okay. And now I will open it. Come on, computer. Whoa.
Oh, who's got the lowest hit points out of all of us too? Is that you, Zach?
Maximum or current?
Max.
33 I have. So I think it's me. Maybe.
Oh, probably. If not, it's close enough. I don't know if it'll actually work, but
Saxon
try
has
this.
32.
Okay, well, I've got 2 of them anyway. Try this antitoxin potion to see if it slows down the air that we're breathing. Maybe it'll weaken it for you. Give the other one to Saxon.
Okay, I'll try the potion.
Alright. Well, when it kicks around, you will find out what it does. Come on.
Okay.
I've been reminding myself since last week that I bought those 2.
You
'Cause
forgot about him?
I forgot about it the last time we played.
Hey, does anybody else have access to clicking Saxon?
Nope.
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 Okay. Who wants to control Saxon's character?
I can.
Alright. Oh, over here.
I gotta find some.
Because it's going to be a little much to try to maintain everything and a player, so.
Yeah, no worries. I got him.
Alright, he's there. Clickable for you now.
I was following the wrong one. I was trying to grab the bowl. I'm going to let you stay in front, Zach. You have an eye for this kind of place. More so than I do.
This kind of place.
Alright, a large block of stone obstructs the corridor ahead. It doesn't seem to be part of the original construction, for its composition is more sandy than the stone around it, and these ruins. Furthermore, a gap of several inches is visible along the sides of the block as well as along the top.
So, left or right?
Flip a coin. I say left.
Okay. Can I check the pillar first?
You can try, check to see, yeah, give me an inspection, or investigation.
28.
28, it is a very large pillar, block of stone, literally, and it is definitely blocking the way. You're not going to be able to get around it. However, you're pretty sure if, the entire party was pushing it, it would be able to move.
When was it moved here?
A long
Does it
time
seem
ago.
recently? So not recently.
No.
You said there was a couple-inch gap on the top.
Yes, as well as on the sides.
I'm going to hold up either Zach or Saxon. Is there an opening behind it as well? Is it like another hallway? Basically, my question is, are we going to have to decide which direction we're going to block off in order to open up the rest?
When you hold the person up, whoever it is, you will find out there is not an opening on the other side. There's only 3 paths, and you are on the one to the east of it, and it goes north and south.
So
However,
if we
from
push
that
this-
vantage point, if you're holding up Saxon, because I'm assuming that you have the choice of just doing that, and he has dark vision, to the north, it appears to go uphill. The hill going up also seems to have some strange shape to the hill itself. So
Is there anything in particular to the south?
it just appears to be a hallway.
Can we move the pillar 5 feet over so we're not pretty much move it enough so that we can go through one side and then check out that area, and then when we come back, it won't be such an effort to move it back so we can go down the other hallway. Does that make sense?
You can certainly try. There is probably enough room for 2, maybe 3 people if you really work at it to be able to grab the pillar and or try to do that with at your angle. But it is definitely going to be more difficult than if you were on one side or the other.
You said that the boulder was a different material than the rest of the walls. It was more of a sandy composition.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit it once with my battle axe.
Pickaxe.
All right. Go ahead and you give it a swing. Roll damage. It's not. You're not going to miss it. It's kind of a fucking brick wall, so type thing. If you can't hit it, you can't hit the side of a barn door. So barnyard. It chips a little bit, but from your assessment of that, it's probably going to take much too long to actually break it away that way. You're assuming that you would succumb to the poison by the time you were done.
How tall is this stone?
Nearly 10 foot by 10 foot.
I'm going
Which is
to
what
jump.
the corridor is here.
Okay. Okay. I'm going to try and scale it, basically. Or is it exactly?
There's only about 2 or 3 inches on the top.
Okay.
It
Can
is
I fit that?
actually. Probably not. I don't think your head can compress that much. Now, if somebody had like an enlarge or reduce, that could work.
I don't. Well,
If you want, we can go back and take some of the crabs and make them destroy the thing.
well, I'm also wondering too, because the other path that heads to the south, there's probably another way to get there. Realistically,
Give me an intelligence check. Yeah, that's good enough. You do recall that there is at least one path that you guys have not ventured down. 2, actually. One to the north, and there is one, one to the north from the garbage room. And also, further back, you're fairly sure it actually connects with the monk's room. There's another path that goes to the south, west, that you did pass in the hall of the giant statue thingies where you got the bracer.
yeah, because we never went past those statues.
No.
Well, why don't we backtrack through there? Because how long would it take us to get back to that spot where we got the bracer?
Depends on how you go.
Can I roll for the shortest distance?
It's going to be another history check. Or no, not a history, just a regular intelligence check. Yes.
My internet went down, so I can't move my character.
Damn it.
Or roll.
Did you try turning it on and off again?
We're working on it.
That's right. You're on your phone, right?
Yeah. See?
That's the way to be. On a 4, you know your backtrack path, and that'll probably take about 10 minutes to get back that way.
And how long would it take a fire crab to destroy this thing? Or parts of it so we can sneak
If you
through?
can convince it, probably longer than you want to wait. Still, it would take a while for it to get through it.
And what are we going to have to give him?
Nothing, because if you remember, I can charm him.
Well, how about we backtrack and we look at the other path, and if it doesn't lead here, then we do that.
Okay, I'm gonna just move you guys.
Again, but he's still working on it.
It takes a little while, about 10 minutes, but you're able to get yourselves back to here.
No internet connection.
Yeah, no, we've got the path to the west and the one to the north. And
As you get back here, even a natural 1 intelligence check will tell you that path to the north actually connects to the monk's room.
that's what I was just thinking.
So it's a long hallway. Let me get him down here with you guys. Alright, right there is going to interest you, Zach. At the end of the small corridor, a small alcove holding a 3-foot tall stone pedestal on which rests a small silver coffer. 15 feet in front of the alcove, there is a single small step up in the stone floor. Inside the alcove, the floor is elevated an additional 2 feet. So it steps up and steps up again.
So is this a chest?
Oh, that's what a coffer is, yeah. Give me a perception check as you're heading down that way.
20-something.
20-something, okay.
23.
You're going to notice as you're getting up there, a metallic glint coming from the hinges that run across the floor width, or the full width of the floor. The hinges can be dismantled if you wish. It will take about 5 minutes, but there is definitely a shifting slab trap up here.
I'd like to disarm the trap then.
Alright, go ahead and roll it.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
15?
It takes a good 5 minutes or so, but you're able to actually chip it away a bit till you're able to actually get it to come apart, and you're able to pull apart all the things and disable the trap. What it is a trap. If enough people had stepped on it, the entire floor would move quickly into a very hidden space. But it is disabled now, so you cannot, or it's not going to do anything. So you're able to approach.
I think since I was in
It's nice having a rogue in the party, isn't it?
Yeah, well done, Zach.
Yeah.
Alright, so you get up there. The coffer is itself... Let's see. It is unlocked, but it is latched. So there's no locking mechanism, but the latch is on there.
Ah, it works. Okay.
I'm gonna check the ceiling for a giant boulder that's gonna drop down.
I'm going to check the under the chest to see if there's anything weird or pressure plate like.
Alright. Doesn't seem to be anything too weird about it as you're looking at it. There's something off about it, but nothing looks like it's going to be trapped.
Off about it. Off how?
Off in a way that you don't understand. It just, you know, like when you look at somebody, and you're like, that person's just off. Like there's something weird about that person. You can't explain it. You just get that feeling. It's that type of feeling. It's like a sixth sense thing going off.
Can I then search it more thoroughly, or is that all I can get out of it?
Give me an investigation check if you want to search it more thoroughly.
Are there any inscriptions or runes on it?
There is no inscriptions on it whatsoever. Okay, how are you doing your investigation? Like, are you just visually looking over it? Are you actually, like, checking little things on it, like tapping corners and being ginger or something?
I'll tap the corners.
Alright, so you're kind of looking at it. You touch it, and the latch comes open, and it flips open, and you realize, oh, it's magical. That's what was making you feel a little odd. But it opens to the touch. Inside the coffer is a strange copper figurine, narrow with fins, looking somewhat fish-like. Written on the side of this figure are strange runes. On the slimmer side end is a small arched square panel. The runes on there are in an Elvish script. I'm assuming more than one person in here speaks Elvish.
Yeah. Well, I do. I imagine Zach does.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Zach, do you speak Elvish?
Yeah, I speak Elvish.
I'm not sure about Saxon, and I guess I doubt that Vol does.
Well,
I don't.
Okay, I just had a breakup moment. Okay, so Vol doesn't. Gruck, you said you don't?
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Saxon most likely doesn't.
Okay, and I didn't hear what you said, Zach, did you?
Yeah, I do speak Elvish.
Okay, I know you speak like 9 languages or something, so... It doesn't make sense too much, but it says line draw on it.
Line draw?
Mm-hmm.
So inside the coffer is only a little statuette?
Yes.
Can I search the coffer for a hidden compartment or something?
Well, there is what appears to be a small square panel.
What?
With that, that's going on with your investigation check. You're pretty sure you can open it.
Why does this feel like a bait? For some reason.
Yeah, I think the same thing. Could you go over the statue itself again, please?
Mm-hmm. It's a strange copper figurine, narrow with fins, looking somewhat fish-like. Written on the side of the strange figure are the elven runes line draw.
Have we already picked up that figurine?
Right now, everybody's just looking at everything.
Can I tap or listen to the panel?
You're tapping on the panel and inside the coffer, and you're able to actually get it open without much issue. There is a bunch of colored beads inside. You're not sure how much they're worth. Maybe altogether they're worth a silver. It's kind of weird that they're in a hidden compartment.
Do they seem magical?
Are they are the beads like on a string like a necklace, or are they just
They may have
random
once
beads?
been on a necklace, but if they are, the string has disintegrated away with time.
Does the fish-like figurine in any way, shape, or form resemble the siren that we passed?
Similar, but different enough that it's maybe an ancestor type thing, or a very crude depiction of it.
I don't know. This whole thing seems too weird for me. I mean, there's a trapped coffer with only one statuette in it, and
To be fair, that coffer, while it probably weighs 15 and 20 pounds, it is very well made, and that touching it for magically opening thing is kind of cool. You're guessing you can pawn it off for about 150 gold, just for the coffer itself.
I think it feels like a dirty tarp,
like a what? A dirty what?
a dirty trap.
Yeah. Like you try to lift it or move it and it
I would
explodes or
never
something.
do that to you guys.
You would, and you would enjoy the hell out of it.
Un momento.
I think he would also enjoy it too, making us think it was a trap, and we.
Yeah, and then telling us afterwards that it wasn't. Yeah, you're exactly right.
Apparently, my
Well,
phone is still linked to that. So.
We need to think about it logically, basically. Is it 150 gold pieces are worth our lives?
I mean, honestly, I'd have to say I'd rather just kind of let it go because it feels too easy and too cryptic.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's just leave it then.
Alright, so you guys leave the copper figure and the silver coffer,
Yeah.
and you guys can move on.
I can't wait for you to tell us what we missed.
At the end of the dungeon, I'll let you know.
Okay.
Yeah. Gaming.
We have other priorities right now. Maybe if we return, we can.
Alright,
Take
you'll
it.
be able to open that door without an issue. I'm just skipping the fact that it's not trapped or anything like that.
What
A
are
massive
those?
bronze door opens into this grand chamber. That's what you just opened. The place is filled with rubble and life-size stationery. Much of it is broken. Standing in ranks is an army of clay statues that must have been an impressive array. Now, half of them are fallen and crumbled. Near the door are spear wielders, perhaps 20 of them, outfitted only in scraps of leather now. At their feet lay obsidian spearheads and bits of rotten wooden shafts. Behind these figures are archers in a scattered formation. Few of them remain standing. Their arrows are gone, but they hold laminated bows, dried and worm-eaten. Farther into the room are figures of warriors with clubs and hand axes, wearing scraps of lacquered leather, sandals, and caps. Beyond all of this, in the northern end of the chamber, a group of statues that must have once been an honor guard. These warriors wear feathered robes and headdresses, and are armed with pitted bronze spears. Each of these figures wears a breastplate of shells. They are standing near a domed structure. The stucco dome has no apparent openings. On the east wall are two carved stone columns flanking the remains of a covered sedan or lighter. The statues of attendants standing nearby. That is a lot to go through.
So there's a room full of statues
A room full of statues
and rubble.
and rubble, and a domed section to the one direction, and what appears to be attendants.
There's a door up here.
That is a large bronze door, barred shut with a pitted copper bar, so it cannot be opened from the outside.
So only from this side.
Correct.
Are there any inscriptions on the door?
There is not.
Hmm.
This bit that looks like a pedestal, you said that's actually a dome?
It is, yes. There's a large dome like in the top. And that's just covered sedan. Basically, it's a large... I had to look it up originally. Let me re-look this up. Because sedan actually apparently means more than one thing. If I can spell it right, wow. An enclosed chair for conveying a person. You know, like the things that people pick up and carry
Right.
for royalty. That's what that is. The large stone thing there. The handles have rotted away long ago.
Uh, 12 intelligence to know if it would be wise to open said door.
Is the bar keeping it... We can open it from this side, but it can't be opened from the other side, right? It's barred,
correct,
it's
yes.
barred on this side.
Correct.
So the question is, did they bar it because they were running from something or because they forced something out? But isn't it also interesting that all of these people were stone, right? Like stone statues?
Yes. Think like the Terracotta Army.
The Terracotta Army?
The statue army that was discovered underground.
Oh,
In China.
okay.
In China or something.
Yeah, my knowledge of history is quite poor. You know.
Something worth looking into. It's really neat, actually.
Do they seem very lifelike? Like they were turned into
They
stone?
they each have a different look, different face. They do seem to be modeled after different people.
So with my 12 intelligence, what does that get me?
On what exactly?
To see, like, would it be wise to open this door, or do I?
Well,
have
eventually you're going to want to go through it. If you want
Oh.
to right now, that's a whole other thing. But the rest of your party is exploring this room, so it'd probably be better to wait. But you do
Can
plan
I-
on going through it.
Is that the only door here?
Outside the
That,
door you guys came in, yes.
Yep.
Okay, never mind then.
And what it is
Can I-
that dome I was talking about actually is against the wall over here. Basically, it's like a dome inside. This is a strange thing. So.
See, but I'm questioning whether or not these are actual carvings or if these men were turned to stone.
I say Gorgon. Or Gorgon.
Can I try to check this dome to see if it moves or is any kind of latch
yeah,
to open?
Give me an investigation check on the dome. The
22.
dome itself seems to be made of a stucco. It does seem to be fairly weak in its construction. You're guessing it could be torn through if you really wanted to. The covered sedan, which I'll include on that there, in your inspection there, you can open a curtain portion, basically looking inside where people would ride. There is a skeleton inside with his arm chained to the side, and 3 arrowheads are in his rib cage. The other thing about it is apparently there was something in here at one point, The entire floor of the sedan is covered in fine coral beads and shells. Thousands of them. They're probably worth a copper apiece.
Okay, so basically someone was murdered inside.
Yes.
With arrows, and everyone is turned to stone. Or there are a lot of stone figures.
Well, they're all stone figures, but aren't they actually wearing leather armor that's just been degraded over time?
Yes.
As well as they have bows in their hands that have been, rotted and eaten away.
Mm-hmm.
Are they our size or are they giant size?
Nope, they're human size. Compared to
Are
you, they're probably a little
defensive
short.
positions?
That was a siren that Saxon and Bolt banged, wasn't it?
Basically, yes.
Would she have the ability to turn men into stone?
No. No, that's more of a Medusa thing.
Do the statues seem to be in a defensive position or aggressive?
They seem like they were guarding this section. And by guarding, I mean they're keeping something there. This almost looks like a battlefield that they're all facing the sedan.
All of the statues are facing the sedan?
Except for a couple that seem to be glancing behind a little bit, but yeah, most of them are facing the sedan. Like their bodies are.
Are there any wards inside the sedan? Or anything?
If there was, they're gone by now. There doesn't seem to be anything of that nature.
The skeleton
Casting
chained
Detect
to the
Magic may give him more information on that, but that takes time if you don't want to cast it as a spell.
The skeleton that's chained on the inside, does he have any jewelry on? Rings, necklaces?
Nope. Looks like those were removed at life. Vol, you're getting a nice tingling feeling. One that feels very right to you. Oh, it's the presence of an undead. However, you're concentrating on it, it's hidden below the floor. There must be like a compartment underneath all those thousands of shells.
I have to ask, are you sharing any of that with the class?
So far,
No.
he's just going, huh? And just looking around.
What do I get with that perception?
You're pretty sure you can see about where it would be. But there's so many shells and stuff, it'll take time of moving them around to get to be able to see the area.
Okay, can I doing stuff? Towards where?
Sorry?
Can I start moving the shells then to find it?
Yeah. It'll take a minute or so, but you're able to do that, and you're able to find the outline of a hidden compartment. You can tell that it is sealed, but you are not sure how. You guys will see him clear out a bunch of stones, and you can see the outline of what appears to be a secret door.
Hey, nice spot, Bull.
Yeah.
Is there anything written on it?
Nope.
Not that I can see.
Can I try to knock on it and listen? Maybe someone knocks back.
I mean,
Yeah.
if they did, are we sure we want that to happen?
Maybe there's treasure inside.
Could be. Like, you haven't inspected the inside of the sedan fully. I mean, this trapdoor is on the inside of the sedan. Like, on your 22, I didn't give you all the information. I guess I should have, because I did say that includes the sedan. There is a few things inside there that do seem to be of a little bit of value. They're not on the skeleton, per se. But you do find a hidden compartment underneath the seat that the skeleton is sitting on. There is also a nice lamp that actually appears. It's on the opposite side of where the skeletal figure is. It's a bronze lamp set with precious stones. Crudely made, but for its time it probably was very excellent. Probably worth 15 gold. You'd have to remove the skeleton, though, in order to open the secret compartment it's sitting on. Which, by the way, is down here. The undead panel is up here.
Can you ping again?
Yeah, I didn't see those for some reason.
Skeletal figure is over here. As is the hidden compartment there. And the undead compartment is up here, as is the lamp.
I have no idea where you're pinging that.
Yeah.
Yeah, for some
I'm
reason,
on the
I'm
wrong
not.
layer. Hold on.
Ah, okay.
Okay, skeletal figure, hidden compartment there, lamp, undead there.
So
There's
the one
the
the one I
skeletal.
saw-
Go ahead.
You are closer to the undead one, yes.
Let's check the hidden compartment with the skeleton first.
So just kind
And
of
leave
knock
the
the
undead.
skeleton down, let it fall.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't mind, does he?
Well, he's dead. He doesn't care.
I mean,
He's not
As
undead.
far as we know, his god might, whoever that is.
Was. His soul is gone. That's just a body.
Just a
Depending on the
rotting
deity.
carcass.
Pretty much. So yeah, you'll knock it down, pull it to the side, you'll find the hidden compartment there. And inside there is 6 sets of worthless bones. Just like another body was hidden there. Like wrapped up tight in tarps. Each one of them, though, does have a jade bead pictorial on the wrapping there. Those are probably worth a little bit of gold on the wrappings. You're guessing probably about 50 gold apiece. There is also a pair of amulets in there.
Okay, so how many jade beads? 6?
6. And you said 2 amulets.
Yes.
Are they pretty?
No. No. They look like something like Vol would wear. I'm not saying that you don't wear pretty things, Vol. But they are darker in color and have bones like sewn onto them. Now they look to be like chicken bones type thing, but they do seem to be sewn on in a pattern of some importance.
Well, let's throw them in a pack and check them out later. They may have some use to them that cannot be determined just by looking at them.
Don't forget the lamp.
Gonna grab the lamp too?
Why not?
Alright. As soon as you grab the lamp,
You had to grab the lamp.
The fucking 50
Like-
gold lamp!
The undead door slides open, and out jumps and attacks the person closest to him, aka Vol.
Can I put it back? Can I put it back?
Actually, I should have.
Maybe
I
the
should've-
door slams shut into his face or something.
I should have asked. Is
Nope.
the lamp like currently lit?
It was not, no.
Oh,
That would have been really weird if it was.
yeah. Then I would have said don't touch it if it still was, because there's no telling how long it's been down here.
It jumps out. It is holding a long sword in each hand, and does attempt to attack you once, and then it will go into initiative order, and you can use control undead at that point.
All right. Well,
Yes, Chloe. It does not hit you, Vol.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. Oh, well, everybody roll initiative, and I have to see what Chloe wants. Yes, Chloe? Oh, she's gone already. Okay.
are you are you wearing headphones?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I'm gonna look over at Saxon and be like, so you're gonna fuck this one too? I mean, he's not here, but I mean,
Man, I wish he was here for that. Alright. And if you want to roll for Saxon as well, please.
I don't know what his modifier is.
Well, you do have. Hold on, I got the character sheet. No, it's not pulled up anymore. You have access to his character sheet. Just pop it open and roll it there.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Okay.
All right, Gruck, you get to go first.
Oh well, that's crap. How open is the dome and the sedan?
It's open enough that you're gonna be able to get to it. It was clothed around the edges, but the cloth is for some reason still intact, unlike everything else that's rotted away in time here.
Can I roll to see what I know about undead?
Religion.
Specifically, what I want to know in fighting them.
This particular one is a white. You know that for sure. And you know that it tends to, like, when people fight whites, you've heard that either the magic or silver are the things that hurt it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon.
All right. So you guys conjure up a spiritual weapon. What form do you want it to take? What kind of weapon?
Just an axe, a great axe.
All right. So great axe appears, swirling, and gets ready to attack it.
Now, being as I cast that on a bonus action, that means I can't move it until my next bonus action.
Yes, but it appears anywhere within 30 feet or 60 feet of you, whatever the
Okay,
cast distance is. You basically cast it right next to it, so it can attack right away.
I didn't think about making a macro for that one. Damn it.
It should be on your character sheet. If you added the spell, it'll be in your attack section, where your weapons are.
Oh yeah, okay, there it is. Yeah,
Swings
maybe
wildly
not.
and misses, tearing at the fabric around it. It slides loosely down. It attacked the opposite direction of the white. It's a little hard. You can barely see it, and just wasn't following the directions you were thinking.
Well, it's a new spell. I'm not used to it yet.
That is true. You still have
5
your movement and your
dice,
action.
3 natural ones.
Yeah, you're getting them out of the way early. It's okay.
when they don't matter.
I suppose I will move up. Ugh, I guess. And then I still get to use my normal attack, don't I?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. You do hit very squarely. However, the damage does not seem to be as severe as you thought it would be. All right, Zach.
Hopefully it'll just piss him off or something.
Do you remember that guy who I robbed of everything and I got his rapier who's worth a lot of gold?
Yes.
Is the blade of the rapier made of silver?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So I see everything was planned. I knew that I'll meet one guy that I need silver for.
Just that kind of intelligent.
I still don't see how the dagger would have done any good.
It's a +1 magical dagger.
It wasn't silver.
Yeah, but it was magical. And goes through.
Then you roll a natural 1, it breaks. That was the special component of that rusty dagger. If you roll a natural 1, it breaks.
I'll attack the guy with the rapier.
Alright. Roll to hit.
That 27.
definitely hits.
Oh, no. 25.
Yeah, you definitely hit.
Okay. Six damage.
Alright.
Plus 10.
Well, it definitely sees a new threat.
I disengage
Hooray!
and run here.
I don't have to take damage.
That's me.
It moves around everybody. Only leaves it leaves Vol's threat range for a moment though, so Vol does get an attack of opportunity on it.
Who?
You.
Oh. Can I use that control undead as an attack or not?
No. You can use it on your turn, but you can just attack it right now.
Sure, I'll give it a swing.
Although, just as a side note, these appear to be, it appears to be wearing the same same kind of bracers as the ones that you just found.
Hmm. Whoa. That's
What?
weird. I try to do something. Never mind. Okay. I'll just warhammer.
Alright, you hit for a couple damage. It gets up there next to Zach. And it drops, like as it's moving it around, it just kind of drops one of the long swords and strikes at you with its hand.
Wow.
Missing. And it kind of misses and comes back with another swipe trying to hit you with its hand again.
Oh.
That one will hit. I need a Constitution saving throw, please. Alright, you are able to shrug that off. That's good. But you do take 4 damage.
I use uncanny dodge so I can take 2.
Okay.
Because my life matters.
Is that a short rest thing, or is that a per round thing?
Per round reaction.
That's what I thought. Alright. Saxon is going to...
Cast Unseen Servant to pick a pebble up off the ground and shove it up his ass.
That's pretty much what he's going to... Actually, I was kind of thinking of some type of joke, making a vicious mockery at it.
I mean, that makes sense, I guess.
Just do a vicious mockery like, If only you were pretty as my last girlfriend.
Either that or use disguise stealth and hide in the corner. Well, okay, he's not like that. I'm being unfair.
Pretty close, though. Takes
Doesn't he
psychic
have
damage and has
Eldritch Blast or
disadvantage on the
something?
next attack. What?
Doesn't he have Eldritch Blast or something?
He does, but cutting words is a little more effective for keeping it from hitting you guys. And hit points are, very important right now. And he usually likes it. He's also sitting there bitching about the fact that he wanted to avoid combat. This entire dungeon. Rah, rah,
True.
rah. You guys are ruining things. Rah, rah, rah. Wanted to avoid combat. Rah, rah, rah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! You touched the lap.
Well,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
send him
sec-
this video just so he can hear us bitching about him. Alright. Vol.
I'm gonna do
It is-
control undead.
Finally your turn. Alright, so roll control undead.
You need to roll a save or something.
Yes.
Yeah, you.
I'm trying to figure what is
It is. You need to roll. Must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target must obey the Paladin's command for the next 54 hours.
Alright, and what was the saving throw? I missed that part.
Wisdom.
Okay. He has a 19.
Yay! 19?
Yeah, he has advantage on it.
That motherfucker!
So does that mean I need to roll 2 then, or
What was that?
do I need to? So he doesn't. It doesn't work, or how do I do
It
that?
does not work. You do that, and he just kind of slowly turns his head and looks at you, growling. Like, how dare
Does he
you?
see him as a threat now?
Can I try that again or not?
It's an action, so it takes up your entire attack action, basically.
Even if
You
my
have a
extra-
bonus action and movement action if you wanted to use.
I'll use my. If I do my extra attack,
What was that?
I can still do my extra attack.
Nope. That's
No?
only if you attack. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
casting a spell or because it was it's an action. So you only get the extra attack if you do an attack, and then you get the extra attack.
So I can't. Pretty much, I can only move.
Unless you have something like a bonus action, you can do like. I can't think of anything that you'd be able to do.
I only know Misty Step and Spiritual Weapon.
Well, that's.
Well, now you know he is good against being turned, which means he is an intelligent undead.
Maybe we
that's,
can reason with it.
that's what I was trying to do.
That's Saxon's concept.
I'll just
Alright,
stay
back
where
to
I'm at.
Gruk.
Or instead of reasoning with it, we can just destroy it. Not
Just
because it's an abomination or anything, just because why not?
He attacked
You're
us
dying right
first.
now.
Kill him.
I will first realign the Spiritual Weapon Great Axe and re-attack it.
Alrighty. That will definitely hit.
Much better.
Yes.
I should put a counter on there. I got 8 turns of that left. And
The
I
creature is
will...
not looking very good.
Wow, it's a little pansy. I will attack it again with my battle axe.
And you're like, haha, it's a pansy. You go to attack it, and it just steps. Whoosh.
That's why I have Spiritual Weapon.
Zach.
I stabbed the guy with the rapier again. Nope.
See if you miss it. You go to attack it, it dodges this way, and then it steps another way without looking at you as you stab, and it just kind of looks back. It's smiling.
I disengage and flip him as I run away.
Alright. The longsword he has, he grips it harder. You can see it black energy pulse through it. as he looks at Vol.
Can I roll a check on that?
You sure can.
Sword.
Would that
He
be an
grabs it in
arcane
two
or
hands.
religion?
Religion. Misses with his first attack, hits with his second attack.
So I take 7.
Yes. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. Alright.
Oh god.
You're okay, but you still take that 5 damage as well.
Uh,
As when the blade hits you, you can feel a dark energy, a necrotic energy pulse into you. And Gruck,
I want this.
Huh?
I claim this sword.
You claim every sword. You claim every weapon. I'm surprised you didn't attack us when the dagger showed up, except for the fact that it was rusted. Then I'm just kidding. Have it.
Welcome to the Paladins. But Gruck, you realize that the energy that he tried to attack Zach with, he just poured into the sword. So that necrotic damage was purely a creature ability that he used into his sword.
All right, you can have the sword. I get his corpse.
I like how you're discussing this as it goes on. Saxon.
I claim his armor.
Cast Eldritch Blast from Saxon. You get to do 2 attacks, level 5. Missed and hit, and that'll kill it.
No!
Damn it!
Well, just for fun, I want to know if he would pass another Control Dead.
Yes.
What? With a 9, he'd still...
You would see him fail, and you would have seen the bracers glow briefly, and he would have passed.
Bullshit.
Well, speaking of the bracers,
Nope, mine. I claim them.
you claimed the sword.
He's
Why
like,
do
I
you-
claim those too.
You said...
Why do you want the bracers anyway? They most likely just work against turn undead.
But that's who I am.
What? A hoarder?
No.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm not
the
look
protection.
compared to what you got.
What did I get? I got an axe.
I have like 15 items.
I
No,
don't
my-
have anything.
Yeah.
I had only one.
I picked up an axe so far. Zach picked up a dagger that we then forced him to give away.
And you do have a wooden longsword.
I want to check the bracers.
They appear to be the same thing as the other ones. If you had a reason to guess, they are probably bracers of protection from turning. Usually, that's normally an amulet, but these are bracers.
Does it do any good? Well, unless it wouldn't. Okay, like they won't do me any good because I'm not going to raise my own undead or something. I assume that's why you want them, Vol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with that. Zach, do you raise undead?
Not yet, but I don't know what I'm going to do next week.
Okay, well, how many did we pick up before? Like 2?
You have a total
Yeah.
of 2 of them.
We have a total of 2 of them?
2 sets.
Oh, yeah, and I suppose they need both too, don't they?
Yeah. And did you have your wooden sword written down? Because you weren't using it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the magical wooden sword, which
You know-
actually...
Was that the one that was on the statue that we
yeah.
knocked over and then revealed
Yeah.
the secret
You
passage?
guys know it's a magical wooden sword, yeah.
Yeah, I got it written down. It's in my character sheet.
Okay.
So you have a magical wooden sword, then the magical axe?
No, I got the axe.
Oh.
That's pretty much why I got the axe, was because he already got the sword. And I guess the fair way to do it is each of you get to have a set of these bracers, because Saxon's not here to say otherwise, and I don't need one. So there's one for each of you.
Okay.
How much are they worth?
Do you
You're not
just want
sure.
to sell it?
No, I'm just curious.
You're not sure.
Why would you be
you've-
curious?
While you have been in the business of selling things before, magical items is an area of that you had never really got into, so you're not really sure of the value of magical items. You do know they are worth a lot to many people.
I know I mentioned it before, but I'll say it again. When we get out of here, I know a guy.
I know a guy.
I made a deal with a trader. He gets first pick of anything that I have to offer.
I'm going to put the bracers in the bag of holding so we can raise more funds for the plans that we have ahead.
And in all honesty, I would assume at the end of the thing you guys will actually figure out loot and divide things equally.
I mean, probably, maybe.
So. Alright, so what do you guys do now?
Can I wear the bracers right now with my armor?
You guys all take 3 damage poison.
What about me? I drank the potion.
Apparently, it didn't do any good.
Actually, you are right. This time it only does 1 damage to you.
Yes.
Damn! Now I wish I'd have just saved both of them and took them myself and watched everybody else die.
Saxon only take 1 damage, but now it doesn't work for the rest of the time. It only affects the first time.
Oh. Well, never mind then. I didn't mean that.
Never mind. I want to check the place that this ghoul was hiding in.
It was literally like a little coffin section of the sedan that had been set up. Could have been a previous victim. You're not sure exactly what's going on here. But it was big enough for the creature, and that was about it.
So there's nothing inside?
No, there's not.
Oh, well.
Did you guys get the jade bead pictorials written down?
Those I got wrote down,
Okay, just
not
making
the
sure.
bracers.
What about the lamp?
What does the lamp do?
If you put oil in it and light and a wick and light it, it gives light.
Yeah, but he's already carrying the shiny stuff.
I'll try
algae.
to. I'll do that to the lamp. I want to see if it does something.
Hey, what do the bracers do again?
You're not sure exactly yet because you haven't identified them.
Okay.
Obviously, they kept them from being turned.
Okay. Did you
Yeah.
do that on purpose?
No, actually, it's written into the campaign.
Damn.
So,
I thought you just did that to mess with me.
no, I wish I was that forethinking.
No, be for you.
So, all right, what are you guys doing?
I'll take some oil from the urn that we got long ago with the vampire
All right.
and light up the lamp. See if it does anything.
It does take quite a bit of effort to light the lamp, because fire just does not seem to work down here in this poison as well. But eventually it'll light, and it illuminates about half as much of... actually, about as much as a candle would, but it's about half as much because of the poison.
Damn it.
Can I use a healing pot? Would that be effective to use right now, or
You could if you'd really like to. That's entirely your choice.
how much does it heal?
2d4 plus 4.
I thought it was 2d4 plus 2.
Oh, it is 2d4 plus 2, you're right. You also have your lay on hands. Or you could just wait till people take a little bit more damage and then ask Druk to do another prayer of healing.
Not gonna happen
All right. Well,
because I no longer have the capability.
You don't have any second level spells anymore?
Nope.
Cast it at 3rd level.
I ran out of those as soon as we got in here.
Oh, yeah, okay. No more prayers of healing.
Because I had to.
So healing potion would be a beautiful thing to use at this point.
I had to use the remove curse on me and Saxon when we first showed up.
That is right.
So, what do I roll for lay on hands?
You don't have to roll anything for lay on hands. You have 5 times your your paladin level and lay on hand points that you can use today or at any point. It just takes an action.
So I gain my level in points. So I just heal 5.
Well, you have 5 times your level.
And you can select how many points you want to
And
put
if
in
you use
yourself.
5, instead of healing, you can remove diseases. You don't, or you just okay? Grux doing that. So how much are you using to heal yourself?
I'm popping 1.
One more d4 because that's only 1d4.
What?
He rolled a healing potion and it's 1d4 he rolled, not 2d4.
That says 2d4.
It only rolled
the
1 in
name.
there.
But only
Huh.
once.
That's odd.
So roll 1 more.
Oh,
D4.
yeah, okay, I put it in here wrong.
So
Yeah, screwed
like
up.
if you're down like 6 hit points, which obviously you're more than that, well, you can use 6 points of your 25 points and heal yourself for that. So you can heal yourself for exactly enough to go full, as long as you have enough points to do so.
I'll just do 10.
Okay.
Can I do that?
Yeah, absolutely. I do recommend keeping, as a paladin, I do recommend keeping 1 or 2 points of lay on hands in your back pocket, basically, because you can use that on a dying person to stabilize them and bring them back up to 1 hit point. But,
Roll dead.
or that. All right, so what are you guys doing now?
Also, thank you, Zach. Nice catch. I did not realize it.
No problem.
Shall we go to that bronze door that you were looking at, Vol?
Yeah.
Let's see what else we can release to try to kill us.
Pretty much.
Shit,
You,
where did I go? Okay,
You're still
that's
done
weird.
by yeah. All right,
No,
so,
I'm not. Like, I'm moving me, or at least I saw me, but now Saxon's the only one I can see on my screen.
Well, that is weird.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't
so-
see my token.
You removed the bar. Wait, where did you go?
Yeah, now I'm not clicking anymore. That's weird.
You were there a second ago.
Yeah, I saw me, and then like briefly, and then it went back invisible, and now I'm not. I only have Saxon, and I don't have like an area. Okay, now I'm back.
I drug you back on, that's why. Alright. As you guys go up this way, you will see a very familiar stone block.
Well, there we go. Just like I always wanted. And we're gonna have to move it anyway, so now we can move it to the east because we were already there.
Yeah.
It's going to be very difficult to do that. Like, you'd have to get fingers and, like, move it a little bit, It'll take quite a bit of time. Because it is huge.
What about
That is a very good check. And you have you have that feat for the strength thing, don't you?
Yeah.
What did that do exactly?
It. Let me see. Let me get it open.
Gave you expertise in athletics, I know that.
Yeah.
But it, like, increased your movement or your carrying capacity or something too.
Hold on. Let me. I become stronger, gaining the following benefits: increase your strength score by 1 to a maximum of 20. You gain proficiency skills to a proficient skill. You add double efficiency checks you make with it, you count as if you were larger for the purpose of determining your carrying capacity.
Okay. You're pretty sure with your strength, as long as Gruck is helping you, you could probably get it there. It's going to take about 10 minutes to get it enough that you guys can get behind it and push it with ease. But you're pretty sure you can seal off that way.
Sounds just as good as going all the way back around and starting over from there. So,
What if we don't try to seal the other place or just make enough space for us to sneak through?
That's what we're doing.
yeah. I'm assuming same thing either way.
No point of...
Takes about 10 minutes for you two to get at that point. So you guys can get by. This hallway here is full of rollers. It is very hard to walk up it. It takes a minute for you to figure out where you put your feet. Obviously, the stone was once up on top and was probably a trap that triggered and pushed people down.
Or maybe it's still triggerable, and pretty soon we're going to have like an Indiana Jones thing, and then we get crushed.
It's still triggerable, and it will roll up.
Yeah.
Or it'll just send another one down, in which case, remember, well, don't trigger it, otherwise we can't follow this path, because it'll be, like, blocked for sure in that case.
So
Either that or we're going to have to pull a series of nat 20s out of our ass in order to push it uphill.
So yeah, the smooth stone cylinders, they're set about 1 to 2 feet apart, depending on what section you're looking at, and it does slope uphill gently. So you have proceeded up a little bit. Now, as you guys are getting to this point, hold on 1 second.
What?
I'm just stopping Zach from moving, so I can read ahead a little bit, make sure I got this right. Alright. Because it's giving off a light, so it should be able to be seen. There's a spherical creature in here, up to the right. It glows like the sun.
We've seen that once before. What did we run into after we saw it?
Anyway, this is a spacious vaulted hall, weathered and cracked from ravages of time. The walls are charred and scarred. Scattering around the floor is several stone statues of baboon-like creatures, chipped and tipped over. The remains of few once living baboons, partially eaten, lie nearby, with fungus covering their corpses.
What kind of fungus?
It actually uses a good old-fashioned normal fungus on this one. Not going to be worth extra.
I will collect it anyway.
Alright. You never know.
I'm going to sneak it into somebody's food later.
Gross.
Just keep in mind that I have a passive perception of 20.
No, not anybody in the parties. Not anybody in the parties.
That's on right now.
Nope, not even Saxon.
Alright, so where are you going to go? You're going to circumvent the room that's glowing like the sun? Or go north?
I mean, I kind of don't want to head the one way because of the lighting being what it is. I can see a token in there.
Yeah, can I ask you what
am I
that thing
supposed to
is?
be able to see that token or
Yes,
not?
it's actually what's glowing.
Oh.
That big?
Yes.
Well, I mean, how do we not investigate a spherical glowing something that we ran into earlier and it basically ran away from us?
And now
Give
it
me an
grew
intelligence
inside.
check. Or a nature check. Knowledge nature.
Damn, that's terrible.
Alright.
No.
Gruck, Zach, give me one for Saxon, too.
Oh, the last one's his.
They're both asleep? Okay, give me 1 second.
Out of everyone, Vol does the best.
Alright, so Zach, Gruck, Saxon, you guys are starting to walk up there, and you stop in your tracks. You could feel the blood drain from you as you realize what this is. That thing is a beholder.
Glowing in the dark?
I'm gonna go this way.
Now,
Yep.
Vol, on the other hand, you
Who
realize...
runs away?
No, Vol, you realize that it is actually something that resembles one, but it's actually just a spherical gas creature, basically, that, while it is easy to kill, does have the capability of when it dies and causing issues then. You do, however, know that they are very territorial as well.
Well, I say we go this way to avoid.
It's watching you guys, and it's not moving out of its room, though. It is very clearly watching you.
I take out the Allman scroll and try to speak some broken Allman.
It does not seem to understand you.
I try every language that I have.
It still does not seem to understand you.
Oh shit, does that speak anything?
It does not appear to. You're guessing it does not have the intelligence for it. At this point, you realize it's not a beholder.
Is it a beast?
No.
Damn it.
Can I see anything in the room besides it?
Just the baboon corpses and everything like that.
Nothing shiny, huh?
Nope. Alright, guys, we're going to take a quick break. I got to help my daughter go to sleep. So, like, 10 minutes or so, maybe 15.
Sure.
And I will be back.
All right. I'll get another cup of coffee ready. Reading down.
I wish I could see in the dark so I can sneak into the room and check it out.
Well, chances are
So full.
you wouldn't be able to, because if it's giving off light, then it would just see you anyway.
Yeah, but there's one thing of him giving light and another of me giving light.
I guess it would depend on how much light he was giving off. But if there's nothing, if we don't see anything in the room anyway, then there might not be a whole hell of a lot of. Well, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't.
How unkillable this thing may be. Or hard to kill anyway. Maybe we can poke it from afar.
Well, assuming that Vol told us what he knows in his check, then the killing is not the hard part. It's the surviving his explosion afterwards.
Kill him.
I mean, I like that idea.
Maybe we can distract it with something and make it move away? And then kill it?
Well, if we distract it and make it move away, then why would we need to kill it?
Because it will turn around and try to explode in our faces.
Either way, killing it sounds like a good idea.
Yes, talk them into attacking it, please. That'll make my job easier.
Well, I didn't like their plan of distraction. It would have failed in their faces.
Here, look at this.
Okay,
I'll
well,
show it to you.
I say we attack it, but that should.
Aha, I got one
Repeat
on
the
my side.
second half of that you cut out on me.
So here's what happens.
I say we do not attack it.
But we can't even see into the back of the room. Like,
But what'd you say?
Go ahead. You guys should kill it.
It explodes in 120 feet radius.
I mean, it probably explodes for enough damage to kill everybody.
No. But you still want to kill it. You guys could survive easily.
For now.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, so it doesn't speak any kind of languages, so it must be very stupid. Should be easy to trick with stones or something. Distract his attention while we take a peek.
Well, we don't even know how it perceives anything, though, as far as, like, it could just know.
We just don't do it.
So if it... I want to try and throw a rock inside the room on the other side.
Walk down the hallway.
I am all for killing this beast. It looks and sounds sketchy.
You look and sound sketchy.
Seriously? You want to go there?
Yeah.
Asshole.
Yes, I do.
The DM just called me sketchy on all levels. It's really bad for his love
Not
life.
on all levels. I just said you look and sound sketchy.
Yeah, and you
That doesn't
know.
mean you taste sketchy.
You're just lucky you work overnights and you don't sleep next to me.
Well, what if we just knocked it out?
Actually, why not? Yeah.
Can we just render it unconscious?
I guess I don't know. Birch.
Maybe it's similar to a glass vial, basically. You touch it, it starts to crack and explode.
You mean throw that glass ball into the room and run away?
What?
No, it's not worth it. The glass ball is maybe worth more than what we find inside.
Right, but what about if we went for a grapple on it, and then we took that flask that had those 3 drinks of the shit that the monks had, and we put a few drops down his gullet. I wonder if it actually has a gullet, or if we can actually grapple it. Because he made it sound like it's just a ball that kind of floats around. I'm not sure we can grapple a floating ball.
You never know until you try.
We
No.
could try dropping a couple of drops of that stuff out of the flask onto one of Zach's arrows, kind of like coating it in poison, and then shoot him with it. Maybe it would have the same effect. It would
What
still
if
get
it kills the
into
creature?
Well, I mean, then you're shooting it with a bow. I mean, maybe we're far enough away that it wouldn't hurt us.
Maybe is the key word here.
Well, I mean, it's either that or we do nothing, because it's territorial. It's not going to let us by. We have no way to communicate with it because it's not an intelligent creature.
So let's
So-
distract it. It should be really easy to fool.
Right, but distracted how? By running in there, because then 2 people are going to get by and the other 2 are going to have to fight it, or just run away afterwards. I mean, we could technically try that, just engage it and then just run by it. Disengage and run.
I
mean-
can try to pick a few rocks and throw them around, and just keep him preoccupied like that. It
I mean,
should work.
even an unintelligent creature is probably going to pick up on the fact that you're throwing a rock in the corner. I mean, you could try it. I'm definitely not telling you not to try it. I mean, you could just as well, but I find it very unlikely that it would actually do anything.
Well, I'm not going to make it obvious.
Or are you?
I have a quite high sleight of hand, so I should be able to do it without him seeing me doing it.
Well, if it does distract him, then what?
We rob the room while he's distracted and run.
Well, it's not going to last very long. I mean, if it's like just a rock, then he's probably at best going to turn and look and see that it's a rock and then look back.
So basically, you have 10 seconds to speed stealing.
I mean, I don't even know if he'd give us 10 seconds.
I'll throw 3 rocks then. Make it 10 seconds. Different places. Maybe it thinks it's an invisible creature that walks on the walls. You never know.
I'm not hearing a lot that's convincing me right now.
It's either that or kill it. What do you want?
I mean, it's either attack it, run past it, or just leave it. And if there's an entrance on the other side, then maybe we find it. But I don't know.
I mean, what do you have to lose? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Well, I mean, I don't have anything against you trying it. Like I'm fine with that. I just don't honestly think it's going to get us anywhere.
Then how about I give Vol my power pole and he starts pushing the creature away by 10 feet each round. It shouldn't explode and it shouldn't be able to move closer.
Well, because then basically we come back to the idea of just grappling it to either hold it in place or dose it with the flask. But that's if it can be grappled in the first place. I mean, if it's all slimy, then we probably wouldn't be able to, or it would just end up in a fight afterwards.
Doesn't
Alright.
anyone have dark vision spell?
I mean, I don't have the spell. I have dark vision.
The first thing you should invest in is goggles of night.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
those are far away.
They just don't
well,
help
I
you
mean,
here.
hell, as far as that goes, give me a chunk of the that algae. Put it on a rock, like wrap it around a rock and throw it into the back of the room. Then we can have light in the back.
Alright. So, what did you guys want to do? Or are you still trying to decide?
We're still
Uh,
trying.
We're gonna pick up a stone, and we're gonna wrap some of that algae around it, and toss it into the back of the room behind this fake beholder.
Over here?
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see.
And
Beautiful.
I would request Vol do it because he's more athletic than any of us, including me.
So do what now? Do I need to do a check or anything, or?
I imagine he'll probably have you roll one. I mean,
Yeah, roll an athletics check.
Don't mind if I do.
Natural 1. Does he hit the creature in the face with the rock? I can give you inspiration if you want.
Roll it. Our inspiration would let you re-roll it.
Do you want inspiration?
If you want to waste it, sure.
I mean, because he might have that be the force start of combat if we don't.
It would be pretty spectacular, wouldn't it?
I mean,
Just roll again.
Watch-
Yeah, 23. Actually, can't I just use my Master of Tactics?
Yes, you could.
I'll do that instead. It's cheaper.
Yes, it is.
I forgot how useful I can be out of combat.
So you'll see there's another hallway down there. You should be able to see the light, right?
Yep.
Yes, Chloe. Chloe, it's night time. You need to go lay down, okay? Do you want to lay down in here? Okay. Hold on a second, I gotta go tuck her in.
There.
You're gonna go run.
So many natural ones tonight.
Oh God, yes, this has not been a good night. So, It's a hallway. So, shall we just try to find the other side?
There is no other side for us. I mean, the other side may be the room with the monks, maybe.
Oh, the DM's gone. Let's run.
All right.
Repeat that, please. Volt.
I said while the DM was gone, we should have ran.
Baby aggro and use it to your advantage. You want to say hi?
I want it.
I'm guessing he would have caught on.
So she's
Hi, Chloe. Yeah, she's not going to go to bed now.
no, she's really not.
Daddy.
Yes. You say hi. Go ahead, say hi.
Daddy.
Yes, you can play with the fidget spinner. That's what it's there for.
Daddy.
So, are we gonna run for it, or what are we doing?
Daddy.
Did the creature at least get distracted by the stone, the glowing stone?
It kind of glanced over for a moment, realized it wasn't living, and looked back at you all.
Dang it.
Well, what if
And
we
at the
throw
most, it
Saxon-
kind of floats into the middle, is what it does at that point. But it is watching you guys.
How intelligent?
Well, we could try having Saxon cast Minor Illusion, in the corner and then run by it.
Why don't we just have Saxon make love to it?
I'm totally
Hey, you
fine with
were
that.
you were part of that last one. How about
That's
you?
true.
do
You
it?
were. It was
So
a tag
that-
team
that's true.
effort,
Why
so
don't you?
it might
two
take
double
both.
team the creature?
This is different.
I mean, I was talking about grappling it earlier anyway. I mean, that's the same thing. Ish.
I mean, it doesn't look particularly tough.
No,
What if we?
I know better.
Well, how fast can everybody run?
I am the
Because-
fastest guy alive. They call me
because-
Flash.
Because I can flat tell you right now, it's going to have to be one hell of a distraction if I'm going to get from one side of the room to the other before he notices anything.
I can do it.
Well, I mean, that's great, but then we'd have to pull the same distraction again in order to get you back.
Here, roll
Yeah.
a intelligence check. Just a flat intelligence check, everyone.
I get to hear in one turn.
Natural 20.
All right, Zach. That hallway across the way, you are 150% sure that it goes down
To the
and
monks?
goes to the bugs.
Never mind.
Yeah, the other side of the garbage room.
Yes, because you guys did not go up through a door there.
So we should just go this way.
All this debate for nothing. Thank you for
Now I
saving
just
us.
want to kill the creature.
By all
I can see
means,
that.
you go right on ahead. We'll be this way.
Can you take my lantern for a second first?
I don't want a cursed lantern.
Not the cursed lantern, the thing that gives me light, the algae or what is this?
He doesn't want to.
Why do you want me to carry it? You gonna sneak by a creature that gives off light?
No, I just want to poke it from behind the wall here, and I want to have my hands free in case I need to run like hell.
Run to where? No. If all you want to do is poke it, then what that means is you want us to get into combat so that you have an excuse to kill the creature.
Well, maybe I kill it directly with one hit.
I find that unlikely, and even if you do, we don't know what's going to happen after it dies. Bull already told us that it's going to be something bad, and that's why we've been trying to figure out how to get around it.
I don't know
No.
why, but I want to poke it.
You know, if you want to kill yourself, then you
Go ahead, go
just
poke
go
it.
ahead and kill yourself. Like,
Go poke
I
it.
can't stop you. I'm just
Go
not going to
poke
be
it.
there when you do.
Go poke it. Go.
No, fuck you,
poke
just
it.
because you're really pushing with it. Just
But-
because you want me to kill it, I won't.
By the way, the ironic part of that entire thing on there is you really could kill it in one hit. You could kill it in one hit.
Daddy?
Yes.
What did I tell you?
I mean, go find out what happens.
Daddy?
Just that's all it takes. That's all it takes. Just go find out what happens.
What's
You
this?
You can maybe let us know afterwards.
Maybe.
All right. So
Daddy?
this is probably the hallway I've been most excited for in the entire dungeon.
Oh Jesus.
As you approach a bend in the passage, you see a series of faint line drawings on the walls depicting people playing a game that uses a ball and has goals on either end of a playing field.
Oh,
Is there a scroll or is it just drawings on the wall?
It is drawings on the wall of this nature.
basketball. Got it.
Maybe
With-
cricket.
Blood covering the ball.
Yeah, basketball. You ever play basketball?
Not that way.
You're not talking about actual basketball. You're talking about wrestler ball that I played when I was wrestling in high school.
You mean street
All
ball?
right,
I mean, yeah, basically. Only there was mats like underneath us, so going to the ground extremely hard was not that bad.
Pussy.
No, it's just the mats were already there because of practice, so it gave us an excuse to tackle each other.
All right, so at the place where the corridor bends there, there is a capstone that covers a hole in the floor. Etched in the top of the slab are several glyphs obscured by layers of dust. You can tell they're there. They are written in Omen.
What do they say? Because now I have a dictionary.
It'll take you about 5 minutes to decipher it, but it says, "Dare not open this pit unless you are willing to meet the challenges of Pelota."
Who's Pelota?
You don't know. And the little divot on the inside there, it looks very similar to the drawings you've seen of a goal.
That's a tiny hole.
It is a tiny hole. And I know Matt's wearing headphones, but I can't say what I would normally say at this
Go for
particular point in time.
Oh, you
No,
can't do
I
anything.
know,
Or is
but I
this
can't.
because
I
she's-
can't. It's because there is a child in the presence now. I can't do it.
I can understand that.
It just makes it awkward. Nope, can't do it.
So, but you're pretty sure that Gruck and Saxon could, or Gruck and Vol could lift that thing if you really wanted to.
Can I do a history check on this Pelota?
Yes, you can.
May I guidance that?
Yes, you may. Now, hold on 1 second before you get moving too far there, Zach. While he's doing that. The name actually does ring a bell a little bit. See, there's a modern day sport in the game here called Spellbound. I think I've told you guys a little bit about it early on in the game.
Yep.
It's international game basically where it uses magic and non-magic users, and it's played by knocking a ball back and forth in the game. You're pretty sure it's a evolution of Pelota Ball. So perhaps Pelota is the person that changed it. You're pretty sure that's where Pelota. It's a little bit different than the word you heard earlier, but close enough that you think it maybe has something to do with that.
Well,
No,
this
once-
would be a derivative of Spellbound, or Spellbound is a derivative of this.
Spellbound is a
It's-
derivative of this.
Right.
Hold on 1 second, I gotta reread this. It was a lot of rules here.
Daddy?
Yes, Chloe. All right, in the middle of the room, or the hallway, Zach, you would have walked right past it. There is a rubber ball sitting on the floor.
What does the inscription read again?
It reads, "Dare not open this pit unless you are willing to meet the challenge of pelota."
Okay,
Pelota,
based
sorry,
on where we're at and the fact that this seemingly this court or field, whatever you would choose to call it, is here, it would make sense that the challenge would be that we might be forced into. I mean, theoretically, we could be forced into a game and have to win. If that would be the case, if you think about the similarities between what we now know about Spellbound and you think of an earlier version, in Spellbound, the players would use spells to hinder one another. The blood on the ball that we saw in the cryptograph, is that the right word?
Yeah.
Could indicate that it's kind of the same thing, only far more bloodier in nature. So
It's okay.
it is tough to say whether or not we're really going to want to do it, but at the same time, we might need what's on the other side of that doorway. Because we've only found, one item so far that we're here for?
We found 2 items, actually.
Yes, you have.
Oh, damn, what was the other one?
You found the mirror as well.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, that being the case, I kind of imagine we don't have much choice. I think we're going to have to go ahead and do it.
Daddy?
Does the door have a lock?
The door is locked, yes.
Can I try to pick the lock?
There is no lock to to do on there.
Okay, so let's play.
Because where is what you said that we could lift if we tried to? I thought
It
that
is
was the door.
all the way over here.
And that's
No.
where the inscription is, right?
Yes.
So I'm guessing I don't know, maybe we try lifting it and that'll activate it. Is it blocking the goal, I guess? I don't know what
It is not
called.
right now, no. If you lift it up, it might, though, depending on how you angle it.
How fresh is the blood on the ball?
Wow.
The blood is not fresh. It is dried and caked on. The pictures you saw showed fresh blood on the bowl.
Okay.
Is that same picture on both sides next to each of the goals?
No, it was on the hallway coming up to this area.
And the object that we can lift, there's only the one on this side?
Yes, it is.
Well,
However,
do
from
we-
your knowledge your basic knowledge of Spellbound, and your history check that you rolled earlier, that would be underneath the goal of the visitors. Also, with the 21 history, how familiar are you with ancient sports in real world? Like, are you familiar with the ones from the Aztecs?
No, not really.
Okay, Aztecs, they had it was kind of like soccer, but it was like a sideways basketball hoop that they had to do, and they could only shoot up with their hips.
It's called poke to poke.
What?
It's called poke to poke.
Anyway, the loser team was sacrificed.
but that was considered a no. It was the winning team. The winners got sacrificed because there was you wanted to win so you could sacrifice yourself to the gods because there was a worthy sacrifice. Like it was like a proud thing. You brought honor to your family and stuff by being a sacrifice.
Okay, well, in this one, the difference is it's the loser team.
Okay, well then, based on the similarities between this and Spellbound, is each team defending their goal? AKA, if this is the visitor goal on this side, then the home team would score a point if they put the ball in the goal on this side.
On the other side, this would be the side you defend.
Right. Okay. So then, theoretically speaking, an option that may or may not work would be to, cut ourselves on the hand to put some blood on the ball and then go and throw it in the goal down at the other end of the hallway to score a point for the home team.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on that? Oh, God. I gotta find some better coffee. That stuff's terrible.
Well,
Volt, Zach, any thoughts?
What's your plan?
To go grab the rubber ball that's still sitting on the floor down there, and cut myself on the hand or the arm or something to put some fresh blood on it, and then run down and just toss it into the goal that's at the other end, because that goal is, if we assume that we're the home team, which theoretically we would want to be if we want something to unlock in this facility, scoring a goal for the home team could be what triggers to unlock it. In which case, we throw the ball in the goal down at this end.
But what if we're considered the away team, and we're just scoring a goal for them to start the thing, and then they're already ahead of us?
I mean,
it is. There's similarities. There's differences. He could have a point on that too.
Yeah.
You're not 100% sure which goal is the one you're supposed to put it into.
Well,
But
this thing that we're...
like, if you want to lift up the thing and look underneath there, at least you can see something that might help out a little bit.
You wanna give me the rundown of what that thing is again? Because maybe I'm forgetting something that I shouldn't be.
For what?
The description of what we were looking at lifting.
It is a stone slab that the two of you could probably lift together, with a curse on, with like a warning curse on it. Basically, lifting it will start the game, or will not start the game, but basically is what it says. Dare not open this unless you are willing to meet the challenge of Pelota. Pilota.
we should do it.
I mean, yeah, it seems like that's our only real course of action. Because the door doesn't, it's like it doesn't have a handle or nothing. We can't open it. So theoretically, passing this trial might be what enables us to open that door.
Let's at least, before you do that, let's at least take the ball with us. Make sure we start with it.
Can Saxon mage hand the ball?
He can mage hand it. It doesn't move. It is heavier than that.
Like, how heavy are we
Well-
talking?
Well, it's not moving
mage-
with a 10-pound thing.
Yeah, mage hand is stops at 10 pounds. Well, Zach, do you want to grab the ball? Because I know Saxon wouldn't do it.
Nope,
Me?
Saxon would not do it.
Well, you're the only other option because Saxon wouldn't do it, and me and Vol would have to try to lift up the
Now,
plate.
intelligence check real fast. All right, Zach. Like, you guys can lift up the plate, take a look at it real quick. You're pretty sure it's not going to start it, but it definitely will mean that you aren't going to leave without doing it. That's what your basic intelligence says. Past that, before you want to start it, you probably, since you guys don't know which goal is yours, want to put somebody in either end of the hall.
Yeah. That is a very valid point. And if it takes me and Vol to lift it up, then that means it's going to have to be Zach and Saxon at the goals, just in case.
So this will be the goal, basically.
And then there's the other one at the other end. Now,
Then-
based
And
on
logic would say Saxon should be at the other end. He has dark vision. He can see better.
yeah, that's what I was just going to say. That way, for whatever reason, if anything happens to Zach's light source, then he's at least close by for me and Vol to do something with if need be.
Okay, so the game will start if we activate something that's in this hole, right?
Theoretically.
Likely, yeah. When we go to pull up on the plate that's over here, and if not, like right away, then it'll be immediately afterwards or something.
So then logically this should be our goal, since we came from here as well. And
Maybe.
normally it will take us a lot of time to go on the opposite side.
I mean, maybe, but there's no way to know for sure.
Can we just kill the other team when they come out?
Maybe they'll kill us?
It depends on the rules, and we don't really know the rules for sure. What we know for sure is that it's a game that likely will get bloody, and these are the goals. And we're not even going to know for sure which is our goal to defend until the other team, if it like summons skeletons or something, until they start going to defend a goal or attack a goal.
So how do we know? So pretty much we have to wait for them to actually go after a goal to really decide.
Well, we can try to determine that, like if either they get the ball first or we get the ball first, depending on how that goes, then we can try to figure it out based on how they set up. Because chances are, if there is a single goal, then they're probably going to want to keep somebody fairly close to that goal as the last defender. I mean, it makes at least some sense to that, unless there's a rule against it. Which
Usually, how many goals do you need to score before someone is declared the winner?
In Spellbound, it's only 3.
I mean, hell, this could be 1 as far as we know.
Okay, let's do it.
We'll just have to wing it. And now I'm kind of glad Saxon's not here because he'd probably just be bitching like crazy. Well, actually, that's a decent point too. If me and Vol are both going to be
You're
at this,
breaking up really bad, dude. I couldn't hear a thing you just said.
Oh, that's weird. Has it cleared up at all?
Yes, it did.
Oh,
It was
has
weird.
it cleared up for everybody?
Yeah.
I never lost you.
Oh,
That could just be on my end then, I guess.
that's possible. If me and Vol are on this end to pull up the plate, then couldn't Zach and Saxon both be at the other end?
Yeah, you went robot there again. I don't know why.
Pretty much, Zach and Saxon are on one side and we're on this side.
You're going. I'm having a connection issue, I think.
Sounds like it.
See, now you're coming in crystal clear.
It could be like a issue with Skype server on your end or something.
I'm guessing so. Somebody's typing though. All right, so repeat it again. Just slow down a little bit.
If Vol and I are both at this end, then Saxon and Zach could both be at the other end. We could go 2 and 2.
That could work.
Means we're right next to this goal, so we could probably defend it as need be. Actually, as far as that goes, we could try splitting it up even more than that, because unless it will specifically take Vol and myself to lift it, then we could have, like, say, Vol and Saxon on one end and Zach and myself on this end.
Either one, any two of you, as long as Vol or Gruck is involved, can lift it.
Yeah, so that might be better then. That way there's at least a beefier individual at each end.
I want to try and move the ball. How heavy it is?
Actually, you pick it up. Not heavy at all. Not even 10 pounds. So you pick it up, holding it. You can see the dried blood on it and whatnot. And then all of a sudden, it just jerks out of your hand. And moves 30 feet away from you. And then starts bouncing off the walls back and forth. And goes right at you. Let's see.
Catch it.
It's alive! It's alive! Can I try to catch it? That's true.
You could try, but hold on a sec. Does a 16 hit your AC?
Yeah.
Okay, the ball impacts into you hard. You will actually take 3 damage as it impacts into you. And it starts bouncing along the wall again.
Alan, can you dodge that? So I'll take half damage. How much is half?
Well, that's you. I gotta move it off you, or move you a little bit so I can move it again. It starts bouncing off the walls again. And it looks like it's getting ready to move down towards the other way. It's always rounded down for you. Rounded in the player's advantage. So 1.
Okay.
Because I don't remember, did Saxon bring Warwick into this as well?
Yes, he did, but Warwick is not doing anything.
Well,
He
I was
hasn't
just
used
wondering.
Warwick to do anything really except for laugh. So
I was more curious about his true sight ability. Is something actively throwing this ball, or is it just moving on its own?
the ball is moving on its own. It's bouncing back and forth. You could tell that it's getting ready to. It's moving down towards you, Gruck, quickly. Like it's gonna...
maybe we should lift the plate quick to do something.
Just hit it on the opposite side and let's try to score on the Saxon side. I mean, that's the only open place.
Does a 21 hit your AC, Gruck?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It attacks you. Hits for 2 damage. And it starts bouncing around again. It's attacking you guys.
Right now I'm thinking there's 2 things. 3 things. 1, we pull the plate real quick to see what that does. 2, we step in front of the goals and then try to dodge it when it comes in to attack us, so that it actually gets launches itself into the goals, which is risky because we don't know what kind of effect that might have. 3, we actively try to catch up to it and grab it before it bounces off the walls.
Well, it is attacking you, literally.
Why don't we just try to hit it and try to score on the opposite side?
Okay. Well, it's actively like moving, so I'm just going to go to what I know to be its last known location and try to grapple it.
All right, go ahead and try.
I forget how to roll grapple.
Athletics.
Just gotcha.
You grab it, and while it didn't look it, it feels as slippery as a greased pig, right out of your hands. You're pretty sure it cannot be grappled. However, as soon as you do that, the sound of a horn echoes through the hall. A trumpet, indicating the start of the game. At least that's what it does for Spellbound. The ball will break off its attack, and it returns to the center very quickly. As it does, the goals actually illuminate back and forth for a moment. And the one on the northern end is illuminated orange, where the one on the end you guys are on illuminates blue. The ball itself is glowing with a faint blue essence. I need everybody to make initiative checks.
That still doesn't mean anything. It's like, does it want to go to the same color or the opposite color?
I guess you'll find out. Trust me, you'll figure it out very quickly.
Not to mention one, how many is that tonight?
That's a lot.
All right. Gruck.
God, I get to go first again.
Stay defensive, block the goal. You're our goalie.
Yeah, but we don't know what goal we want.
Doesn't matter, we have 1-on-1.
I mean, I don't know. I can't reach it anyway, so I might as well fucking. I guess I'll take
cantrips.
I mean, well, what I remember of Spellbound is you can use cantrips or spells to hit the ball to move it, but if it's a different effect than what the ball is aligned to, then it's going to deal damage to you.
Yep.
And if it's currently glowing blue, then that would probably mean that it's a lightning-based damage, which I do not have. Or it could be water-based, but either way, I don't have it.
Okay.
So I can't. Would my to be able to hit it or whatever? Can I use an attack?
Try just attacking it, yeah.
Or I mean, I got thunderous smite if it's thunder or lightning. Would that work, or does that have to actually be lightning?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear all you were just saying. You were breaking up.
I have thunderous smite. Would that work if it was a lightning?
Yes, it would. All right, so Gruck, what you just go back and defend?
Yeah, I guess. I'll post up in front of the goal with my shield in front of me, I guess.
The ball moves quickly past Zach. Moving in a direct line towards the northern goal.
Can I do an attack of opportunity and throw it to Gruck?
You can try, yeah. Attack of opportunity, go ahead and hit it.
Jesus. 23?
23 will hit it. It actually... Huh?
Was it moving in response to Vol hitting it with Thunderous Smite?
He hasn't had a chance to. But as it goes by, Zach pulls out the rapier and smacks it. It moves 15 feet back and moves its 15 feet back to the place it was at. So when it got hit, because it was still moving, when it got hit, it did move.
Huh, okay.
Alright. Vol.
Okay, so have we established which goal we need to aim for?
It would seem as though whatever we're up against was trying to send it towards the goal that Saxon is defending, in which case we want to score it into the one that we're at.
Well, shoot.
Did I skip you, Zach? Oh, yeah, no, it is Zach's turn. Sorry. Go ahead, Zach.
I'll whack it to Gruck again.
Alright, go ahead and smack it. Or try.
20.
Alright, you're able to hit it. It bounces off the walls as it moves back. Just bing-a-dink. What else would you like to do on your turn?
I get in front of it. That's it.
Alright.
Oh, actually, do I have 2 daggers? Let me check. Yeah, I'll whack it again with the offhand.
Okay.
Never mind. That's a 9.
Alright, that one must miss. Alrighty. So, Vol.
Well, should I hold my action because I can't get to it? I think this is about the furthest I can get to it.
Okay, yeah, you could move there and ready in action to do something.
So what? Yeah. So I'll just make an action.
Alright. Saxon! What would you like Saxon to do? I'll let you choose what he does.
I don't know. Does he even have any?
Because I know what I would have him do if I was playing him, but I know all the rules for the game, so that's kind of cheating for me to choose.
I mean, he's got a spell called Thunder Wave. I don't. But it doesn't. It looks like it's. Is that sound damage?
I don't know if it
Well,
matters
force
what kind of
The-
damage you do.
Now, to be fair, with Spellbound, whenever it gets hit, it does change color. This one has been attacked with a melee attack a couple times, which you cannot do in Spellbound, and it has not changed color.
Okay, so yeah, it might not make any difference then, or it likely doesn't make any difference then. Well, I'll basically throw it out to everybody. He does have Eldritch Blast, which is a cantrip, which is good, and it's got plenty of range because it's 120, so he could damn near do it from all the way at the back. Let's see, what else does he have here? Unseen Servant, I guess, but I don't really know what good that would do. Yeah, I don't know. Eldritch Blast is the only thing that I'm seeing that really would make any sense.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Wouldn't Zach be in the way though?
It's magic. Technically, he's in the way. It gets a little AC bonus. That's about it. Because it has half cover basically. And he gets 2 of those blasts. Because you're level 5.
Oh.
So the one does impact into the wall right next to Zach, probably startling him a bit, as the other one flies right over his shoulder and hits the ball. Moves 15 feet. Gruck.
Do I get another attack of opportunity?
Nope. It was a force movement, not its own movement.
I am going to take the dash action. Well, yeah, and move there.
All right. Anything else?
No.
All right. The ball starts spinning really quickly, and it flies right over the two of you, bouncing around attacks, as it has taken a disengage action, and moves past you both.
The ball took the disengage action?
Yep.
Oh,
Basically, you guys get to do one attack of opportunity on it, and after that, it just is immune to attacks of opportunities. So,
yeah, I know.
Well,
Zach.
that certainly presents a slight problem then. Well,
yeah, it does.
It can disengage. 15.
well, that and you're going to have to knock it past me, or at least close to it, because, well, I guess now it's only 30 feet away, so I could technically catch it.
All right.
But otherwise, I can only match its movement.
Rogues are really good at this game because they can use
23.
their bonus action to move. You hit it again with the second attack, but it doesn't move. It seems to only move once per your attack, per round, basically.
And it can disengage as well!
Yup. It cheats.
Amazing.
Yeah, stupid cheating ball.
Does not anyone have Sentinel?
Not yet.
Not yet. All right, Vol.
Well, I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know what to do. We need to stay spread out, so that way, like, Gruck can hit me, and then I can hit it up there. Kind of like passing the ball, but...
Well, basically, we're going to have to gang up on it. Because if it's moving 30 feet per turn, then we have to knock it back at least twice. Because it has been consistently moving 15 per hit.
Yep.
So to gain any ground, we've got to hit it at least 3 times. And that doesn't take into consideration an accuracy roll at the end of it.
Okay, so can I be here and still hit it
Yes.
in this direction?
Yeah, because
Okay.
basically, like, reach around, you can smack it.
Reach around.
Actual geometry was in play here.
Actual geometry.
Physics, yeah.
We don't use actual physics in this game.
Physics. Spells break physics. Physics don't exist in D&D.
Okay. I guess I'll use my Warhammer. Should I use a smite or should I save it?
I don't think there's any reason to use the smite. I don't think it would do any good.
Okay.
Alright. You move it 15 feet, right in front of Gruck. Now that you've actually figured out what to do with Saxon, he's actually going to
Hold
move
on.
15... Go ahead.
Can I have my extra attack?
You can,
It
but it's
doesn't
not going to
matter.
make a difference.
Yeah.
It's like the extra attack only really helps if you miss with the first one. All you have to do is hit it, and it moves. And it only moves once per your turn. So,
Okay.
all right. So Saxon does move up. Give me 2 Eldritch Blasts just to make sure one of them will hit. All right. Right out of Gruck's reach.
But Gruck can move forward and
Gruck
Yeah, at
can
least
move
now I
forward.
can actually catch it to do some good.
All right.
have
course,
a feeling the wrong goal that we're going for.
That'd be hilarious. All right. Go ahead and roll.
I mean, I hope not.
All right. You got it pretty good down there. And then it moves
It was a
right
good
back
round.
past you again. All right. Zach.
$20.
All right. You hit it. Nicely done.
That's it.
Not going to continue your movement or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Vol. That'll hit.
Thank God.
All right.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet.
No, you have not gotten to the fun part yet. Roll hit 2 Eldritch Blast. He's just going to sit there and Eldritch Blast at every turn. 'Cause-
Yeah. We just got the range for it. He might as well.
All right. He has it within 5 feet now. Or 10 feet of it. Yeah, 5 feet of it, basically.
Oh, and I can still reach it.
All right.
Oh, actually, I forgot to do something. Can I do something with a bonus?
Yes.
I'll give Gruck advantage.
All right. That's actually a really good idea, since he's the only one that doesn't have 2 attacks.
Yeah. I just remembered.
Well, technically I can. The War Priest.
Yeah,
I could spend a charge to do it.
which means now you have advantage, and then you could still spend a charge and do it. So
Yeah.
go ahead and move up there.
And technically I could use Guided Strike as well, but we'll see if I miss on the first one.
All right, so you move up there. What are you going to do?
I'm going to hit it in such a direction that it heads to the goal.
All right, so you're going to attempt to make a goal. Go ahead and roll. Yeah, that's actually
I'm
enough.
trying. I didn't roll anything.
Oh, that's an Eldritch Blast.
Yeah,
still
I'm
gonna
trying
roll
to decide whether or not it's going to be as simple
Okay,
as that, or if I'm going to
hold on a
mess it up.
second. Hold on, Chloe's panicking. Hold on. All right, sorry, I'm back. All right, what's up?
Okay. I'm rolling to hit it.
All right. Oh,
Roll
jeez.
with the advantage.
Yeah, I'd say you knock it right into the goal really easily. The goal lights up with the orange color. Chloe. No.
Did we
Mommy's
just lose?
coming up. You gotta calm down, sweetheart. Alright, so the gold lights up. Chloe, Daddy's talking. You don't have to get louder. I know you're not happy. Okay? Just stay there. Calm down. You can stay in here. Okay? But if you keep crying, I'm gonna have to take you to the other room. Okay? Thank you. I love you, sweetheart.
And then a loud voice comes on and says, "The game."
Oh, damn it, I lost. So it does get stuck in there. The orange lights up. A loud wailing it fills the hall as the ball cries for losing a point. And then quickly, with speed you have not seen it produce before, within that round, shoots to the center, floating there, and you can hear this like, deep, deep. And we're going back to the top of the initiative.
Oh, Jesus.
Actually, Gruck, as the next round starts.
Well, I'm in a terrible position. So, I guess, I'm just going to take the dash action and run myself all the way down.
I know, sweetheart. I know you're not happy. I know. We'll go find Mommy then. Alright, so you run your happy little... I gotta open the door. Hold on. She's shut. Okay. The joy of kids. Alright. So you run down there. The ball? Turn?
Yeah.
Moves us 30 feet.
Well,
Jesus.
Alright,
I
Zach.
mean, at least we know it takes more than 1 point.
I'm going to move 30 feet here. And then dash as a bonus action. And whack it, hopefully. Nope.
You
That's
barely miss it as it goes right, it like dodges over you. Vol?
Actually, I'm gonna move here.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna take another move there.
Alright. I took your dash, right?
Yep.
Okay. Saxon's like, crap. Trying to slow it down as he blasts 2 Eldritch Blasts at it.
That one good enough?
Yep. I'm gonna move it back 15 feet. Gruck, it is your turn.
Well, now I can get in range of it. So I will hit it. Well,
No,
maybe.
you won't.
Yes, you will.
Oh,
Ooh.
God. Okay.
That's enough for a normal
Close.
hit. Not enough for a goal shot, but it is enough for a normal hit. So you at least negated its movement. Now it's back to its turn. Moves 30 feet. Zach.
I hate this game. 12 is enough.
You miss. You now know it's AC, though.
24.
All right. Vol follows it up with a quick Warhammer strike as well. Moving it forward. Go ahead and roll Saxon's Eldritch Blast.
Oh,
Misses. Rook?
I'm curious. Hypothetically speaking, instead of taking an action to try to hit it, could I instead take ready an action to get in its way when it tries to move again on its next turn?
That's okay. Just open them. You could, yes.
Does each new round do we get the attack of opportunities back over again?
No. Unfortunately. Readying an action, though, is not an attack of opportunity. So you could ready an action for when it moves.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Is that the position you want to be at?
Well, I suppose so.
Okay. It goes to move. Roll it.
Do I just eat it in the face, or do I get to hit it then?
You get to hit it. It moves 15 feet back and comes 15 feet back to you and moves 15 feet past you. Zach.
So it moved 45 feet?
Well, 15 of it was me hitting it, so basically, it's no different than if I had hit it before.
Oh. 24.
That'll hit it. You move it over. Vol.
I'll give Grok advantage.
Alright.
I'll go here.
Alright. Saxon. You come up, you smack it with the Warhammer, it's moving down further. Saxon sends off a volley of Eldritch Blasts. Hitting it, striking it as it moves forward again. Trying to sound like sportscasters.
This is a spectacular game! So close!
And go! Alright, Rook. Doing the same thing, or are you going to actually smack it this time?
No, I'm just going to go ahead and smack it this time. It's just basically the same thing either way.
Alright. That works. So you move it back 15 feet, and then it moves its movement. Zach. This would be so easy to win with like 7 people.
Well, yeah. We had a
22 to hit.
You move it another 15 feet. As Vol comes running up around the corner.
Again.
Oh, you may actually have to throw a javelin at it this time. There's no way for you to get to it for melee attack. Unless you... Oh, you can get through it. Never mind, yeah. Zach comes in, smacks it, ducks low as Vol jumps over him, smacking the ball. And a volley of Eldritch Blast comes flying from Saxon in the rear.
I'm debating on that.
Oh, okay.
Because we're getting to the neighborhood where it's about to we might be able to get it to score again, because it travels 15 at a time. Is if you count the block past the last block, then that means that if one person hits it now, then it's going to move back again. Basically, if we can get it to that block, then Saxon can hit it from range to score it, and then we can all get back to the other side, you know, if we assume that there's an additional round. So...
Well, either way, that'll help negate some of the movement, right? If he hits it?
Well, I mean, yeah, he can go ahead and hit it. He can go ahead and hit it now. But I think
Go ahead and roll it.
we'll see after the next one.
Although on your turn, honestly, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to move back by your logic. So yeah, he'll hit
Yeah,
it
that's
and,
what I'm
and move
thinking.
forward. All right, so Gruck.
Yeah, I'm gonna back off of it. Of course, there is one downside.
Why don't you go forth and let me run around?
He has a bonus action, so he can run 60 feet around and still attack.
Oh, that's well, but that would make you better to be up front then. That way
Yep.
you can use your
But
60
theoretically-
feet to come back.
Theoretically, if you're right about hitting it into the goal, you can hit it into the goal right now instead. And even if you can just get it close enough, then Vamy Vol can hit it into the goal.
So basically, you can most likely score now, and I can catch up to the ball.
Yeah. It's worth a shot anyway. We'll see. We'll see if I miss it outright, then I'm going to use a War Priest charge. Okay, I did not miss it outright.
You have advantage.
That was last time, wasn't it?
No, I just used it.
Oh,
Never mind.
It moves within 5 feet of the goal. On its turn.
It just goes in the goal.
Yes.
it gets distracted and just falls into the goal.
All right, Zach.
Nope.
On the
13.
dot. Whoop. Actually, just
It bounces off of
Bounce.
me and goes into the space next to me.
it bounced off the wall right next to you and went down to the space next to you because it can't be in your space. It's okay. Sorry, I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm sorry. I'll try to keep it down. So good, daddy.
That's funny.
Natural
Vol's
20.
just, throws it. Keeping the momentum going, it's just in front of the goal. Can Saxon do it?
Well, here's another question for Saxon. How far does his dark vision go? Can he actually see it right now?
No, he cannot. Which means his attacks are at disadvantage.
Bum bum bum.
He can just hold his turn and hit it when he sees it, basically.
He can, yeah.
Well,
Or he can
yeah, he
attempt
can-
to hit it now.
well, but I can go to hit it on mine, and then if it resets to another round, which it probably will, then Saxon can have an action, or he can hold his action to go after that.
That makes sense. Is that what you want to do?
Unless you guys don't like it, I think that's probably the best idea.
Oh,
I
that's
agree.
awesome.
Okay,
Alright.
then I will move up to go in range.
Alrighty.
Just tap it in.
Yeah, I'm just going to go standard attack. If I miss outright, then I'll use a War Priest charge.
Don't use WordPress. We can't refund any kind of spells or abilities right now. So if it takes a little longer, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, fair enough. It will take a little longer.
It misses. The ball flies around you. Moving 30 feet. There we go.
All that. Nothing.
Okay.
Agreed.
Zach.
I'm going to shoot an arrow.
Okay.
Ten.
That misses. Whoa.
I'll give Vol advantage and go back a few feet. Not Vol, Gok.
Nice hit.
Saxon cannot see it. He can move forward and try to hit it.
Wait, can I see Saxon?
No, you cannot with your dark vision.
Dang.
Yeah, because that's like, what, 60 feet?
Yeah.
Wait, and can Zach see?
No. Now I can.
He can just barely see it from there, but it's gonna still be a hard shot for him.
Just shoot straight.
I mean, he might as well shoot it this time, I suppose. He can shoot it, and, well, no, because he used his full movement getting to there.
Does his movement, not his dash.
Hey, doesn't the ball illuminate though?
It's glowing
No,
very
no.
dully. Not enough to actually generate light. Enough to see a color around it, basically.
Well, we might as well
It's
just...
okay, sweetheart.
Just hit it. Yeah.
Yeah, we might as well just have
Roll it.
Saxon shoot at it. Is it at disadvantage?
Just roll 2. Chloe! It's okay, sweetheart. And go ahead and roll yours, Gruck. Chloe, mate, it's okay, sweetie.
Did you say you gave me advantage against that?
Yeah.
Alright, and that is enough to knock it into the goal. The trumpet sounds. The ball falls to the ground. Dun, 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 inert. The goal on the northern wall is still glowing.
Did we lose? What are the chances?
No. Actually, if it made a goal, you guys would have all gotten hit with
balls will to help us.
if you guys actually would have, if it would have gotten a goal, it shoots out magic missiles at everybody. Everybody automatically gets hit with a magic missile every time it scores.
That's funny.
Yeah. So, you guys actually won. And the condition is you have to beat the ball's point by 2. So,
Did anything happen to the plate that's over here?
nope. The ball is resting on it now.
What about the door at this end?
You do hear it unlock, and the goal is still glowing orange on the northern side.
Is there anything inside the goal?
Give me an investigation check. And
Would you
don't
let
roll
me guidance that?
Yeah.
I'll give you advantage.
That's good enough, actually, right there. You'll notice that there is it almost blends in with it first, but there is a small depression now in the goal that wasn't there before. By pressing it, it actually opens up a small area with the spoils of victory in it.
Hot
There is-
damn.
Huh?
We actually won something.
There is a pouch made of fish skin that holds 10 pink pearls, worth approximately 20 gold apiece. A shell necklace with a topaz pendant in the middle of it, worth approximately 50 gold. And a whistle made of an eagle's bone with a feather decoration.
I want the whistle.
We can figure that out later. And I type very slowly, so can you start over?
Here, I'll just... Let me just make it easier on you.
If I am a source of light, I want the whistle so I can be as loud as possible as well.
Believe me, you've got that covered.
Would you like to actually use the whistle? I'm okay with that.
No, because you're grinning.
But maybe it's a fake grin.
I trust my instincts.
So, can I pick up that plate?
We can look into that the whistle later.
Yes, you guys
That's
can try
my
to pick up the plate. It
recommendation.
does take 2 people to lift it, though.
Oh.
So somebody will have to aid you. But yes, you guys could pick up the plate if you want.
Yeah, let's give it a shot. See what happens.
We need to play again.
I mean, theoretically, based on the inscription, that kind of makes sense.
You guys lift it up, and you can see skeletal remains that have a banner laid over them, basically declaring them the losers of, you're guessing, the previous game.
How old do they look based on decomposition? How long's it been there?
They are skeletons. There is nothing but that. So, in other words, at least more than 15 years?
I did.
They have any jewelry on them? Coin purse?
There's no jewelry, but there is some jade figurines and a plaque made of jade as well.
I like the sound of that.
There's also a glistening black ball, 1 foot in diameter. AKA, it looks like a paletta ball. However, give me an intelligence check as you're looking at it. Chloe, shh. It's okay, sweetheart. Yeah. You're guessing it's probably worth altogether. Probably the jade figures are probably worth about 30 gold apiece. The plaque's probably worth 50, and to the right person, the paletta ball is probably worth quite a bit more.
If we see anything about this written down, it might be of value to the Mystic Sanctum, but even if it's not, all we'd have to find is the right spellbound enthusiast, and they would probably take it.
That is true. The jade plaque, by the way, does depict 2 men wearing padding on their arms and hips, with a large ball traveling between them. So it does basically show it. There's also an image in the background of it of a sun god in a feathered robe. And on a general perception check, if you're looking at all of that, you can also see that there does seem to be a glinting of something underneath them.
Well, that can't stay.
Are you? So you're just kind of taking it all, putting it in the bag of holding there, Gruck?
Yeah, I'm even debating on the metacarpals.
So here you go. And that's actually, sorry, that's a chalice of beaten gold with 6 amethysts. I missed part of that.
Gotcha.
There's the first part of that. Copy to paste. There's not a written value on the plaque or the other thing because they're historical value.
So they should be worth a lot to the right people.
Yes. Alright, guys. We're going to have to call it there. Chloe's having a really hard time. So, I do apologize. It's a few minutes before I usually like to call it. Chloe, it's okay, sweetheart. It's okay. Let me at least say goodbye. So, next week we'll meet up at the same time. Alright, guys?
Right. have fun.
Talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
See ya.